Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Thursday evening, and this evening I thought we would talk about planning, as in planning what I'm going to do next. It is now March, and for a lot of people who are not as far north as me, this is time to be planting gardens and starting seeds. We still have a warning for some seriously low temperatures coming next week. So there's no point in me thinking I'm going to do something outside because sorry, I'm just watching the cat. That's not, it's not worth it when we're going to have such low temperatures. However, what I am looking at doing is getting my little plastic thing, like I told you. I'm going to get that this weekend and plant some seeds in it. My spring onions, that is now just under a week, and yes, I'm just about to change the water again. So that's just under a week's worth of growth. So we're going to put them in little pots, and we'll be giving some to Mandy and Patrick and everybody. Oh, sorry, the cat wants to sniff what I've been doing. So I want to now start looking at planning the gardening, because there's been a report today, the Royal Horticultural Society, the RHS, they're saying that their seed sales have gone up about 10% in the last, or 20% in the last month. Fothergill's, who are a big seed supplier in the UK, their seed sales have gone up about 50%. So it seems that there's a lot of people thinking that growing your own food could be the way to go. So I'm looking at Charles Dowding. I'm going to be watching more of his YouTube channel because he does the no dig garden, which, I mean, really, do I look like I dig gardens? Behave. No happening. And there's also In the Garden with Ellie and Kate, because they're up in Scotland, so their timing will be probably more similar to mine. So that's the two channels I intend having a serious look at. And so starting this weekend, we'll start this weekend with inside seeds. And what I'm going to do is, if you'd seen the earlier video, William sent me a load of beautiful seeds. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to sow seeds that I bought a couple of years ago. The packets haven't been opened. So rather than waste them, I'm going to sow them quite heavily and just see how many I get out of them. And then once I've got them started, then I'm going to start on William's seeds. And we have the poopy cat. Could you at least be nice and say hello to people? Please, thank you. No, obviously not. Okay, hello from Raven. So yeah, that is the first thing for planning. Next for planning, I have the shelves in the cupboard. So I'm going to be moving the preps round, sorting out what I use, what I don't use, what I need more of. And I think just for me, certainly, I've got various stashes in various places. But getting the cupboards in is good because I will be moving things. So that will get me to actually look everything I've got, check it, check when it's good to, check how much I've got, whether I need more, whether I need less, and just in general take stock of what I've got in the pantry, in the cupboards, and try and put it together. So that's my two things for this month. And to be perfectly honest, I think two things is enough, because really the only spare time I have is in the evenings, where I really can't be bothered after work. I really can't. And then at the weekend. And of course at the weekend I need to do the washing and the shopping and the stuffs, whatever other stuffs I decide. So my stuffs for March are going to be my cupboards and starting gardening. So that is my cunning plan. If there is anything emergency I have left out, please let me know, because I think that's really the two most important things at the moment, is to start growing my own food, which I'm very excited about, I have to say. And you know, it's one of those things, the only thing I've managed to grow so far is some chives from a pot from the supermarket and some spring onions that I did last year. Everything else has been an abject failure. So I'm hoping this year, if I put a bit more attention to it, a bit more time, then I will actually be able to grow stuff that I will manage to eat. So I'm really quite excited about that. But also on a more serious note, what I didn't want to do tonight was do yet another video on food shortages. But the reports are still coming in the media, not just about the salads, about the other vegetables, about other shortages. So if you've ever thought about growing your own food, this is certainly the time to start. So fingers crossed we manage it. And you know, if I manage to grow anything that I can eat, I am going to be telling you about it because I'm going to be so excited. So I will go now and get myself a cup of tea, let the cat out, and I will catch you later.